afternoon, roller derby fans, and welcome to La Classique Georgia W Tush 2019 from Arena Saint-Louis in beautiful Montreal, Quebec. I am Gretchen Little. I am here with Plastic Patrick. We both would like to thank New England Roller Derby Report. And New England Roller Derby Report would like to thank their production sponsor, Sociopath. Sociopath is a skater-run business offering custom-sewn to-order legwear for teams and individuals. Size-inclusive activewear that's designed to fit you. Sociopath also offers dozens of armband and helmet cover options for scrimmage and competition. And team discounts are available, so please see Sociopath, that's SEWCIOPATH.ca for more details. We've got Jacksonville versus the new Skids of Montreal. Patrick, who's skating for Montreal?
Skating from Montreal wearing the black this afternoon. We have 1008, low rider. 1017 is Bigley Smalls. 123 Miracle Whips. Number 13 Alcatraz. 1773 Magnum PEI. 18 is Honey Badger. 19 Fresh Avocado. 204 is not skating. 22 Rogue Runner. 289 Cheese Grater. 44 is Paper Cut. 59 Kaiokenzi. 66 Falcon Punch, 934 Why So Serious, 999 Katie Kaboom, 9999 Mange-moi le cul. The coaches, Arkham, Pix, D-Ray, and Patricide. Who's skating for Jacksonville?
Well, Jacksonville in the white jerseys today. 111 is Jamsterella. 138 is Lily the Kid. 150 is Allie. 18 is Slaytoven. 2 Low Blow. 21 Coco Fry. 235 Atomic Meltdown. 224 is Dewey Blocks. 241 is Jenny Matthews. 27 H.M. Smith. 777 is Little Last Kicker. 814 Leanne Grohl, Captain. 912 Aaron Go Brawl, and 934 Will Be Spice. Their bench staff is Streak, B.A. Beeps, and Sinner. And Patrick, the story so far of the game, of course, Montreal coming in ranked number 6.
Ranked number 6.
Jacksonville ranked number 10.
Yes.
Unfortunately for Jacksonville Nation, Snot Rocket Science suffered a broken wrist yesterday. Will not be skating.
Yes. For those of you who know her, it's the other wrist. Yes.
Well, that's good to know.
Yeah.
I did talk with her for a minute. She said that she will be back for playoffs. She wanted her fans to know that. We are underway.
And that's Falcon Punch for the new Skids on the Block versus Coco Fry for Jacksonville. Coco Fry, very good blocker for, no, that's not Coco Fry, it's Jamsterella. Jamsterella for Jacksonville.
That's right, and already in for points is Falcon Punch, 4-0, Patrick.
That's right, Falcon Punch, one of the most productive jammers for Montreal. Quick 4 and call it. Sorry, there was a mistake on the scoreboard, and I thought, Coco Fry, she's a blocker we've been talking about the entire weekend.
That's
but
right.
You know, they do need somebody to take over Snot's spot on the rotation, so let's see who that's going to be.
Yes, Jacksonville known for a fairly strong 3-jammer rotation. Boy, talk about fairly strong, 2 straight leads.
Honey Badger taking the lead for the new Skids on the Block. Little Ass Kicker is the jammer for Jacksonville.
Bumped out, that was Alcatraz, and a quick 4. Oh, and a track cut going against number 777, Little Last Kicker, Power Jam Montreal.
That's right. On her second scoring run, Honey Badger pushed to the inside. She's already got 4 points.
Well, and Jacksonville's going to have to dig deeply right now. Honey Badger putting up 4 more, and another Jacksonville blocker going to the penalty box right now.
Whew. She tried to duck and go around, but it didn't work. They caught her.
Yeah, Leanne Grohl held her ground there right at the end, really forced the call off. but we're looking in the penalty box right now. That's Little Ass Kicker standing up, so it will be a power jam start in favor of Montreal.
Yeah, I iced Little Ass Kicker in the penalty box. They're going to send out Miracle Whips next. Another very productive jammer for the new Skids.
That is a luxury to have Miracle Whips number 3 in the jammer rotation.
Oh, I think they like to mix it up just for funks.
Well, holding off is Coco Fry on the outside. Now Miracle Whips is through, though. Lead jammer, and we have 2 jammers on the track. Little Ass Kicker quickly through, but it's a scoring trip now for Miracle Whips. Oh, that was Coco Fry again with the pop out and held New Skids scoreless.
Yeah, 0 points on this jam, which it seemed like there was a comfortable lead for Miracle Whips to score, and she got caught and thrown out of the track. Decided to call it off because Coco Fry was hot on her heels.
Yeah, Coco Fry had other ideas, I believe.
Yeah, catching up to her.
Now we've got, let's see, well, there's 1 Montreal skater in the penalty box. This is, in fact, number 27, H.M. Smith. I understand it stands for Her Majesty. We have a back block being called. Oh, my. Oh, my. Kyo Kenzie, just pure speed there, Patrick.
That's right. There was 1 blocker left to hold back H.M. Smith. H.M. Smith going to the penalty box. So that's a power jam for Kyo Kenzie. H.M. Smith in the lots of people in the penalty box, don't you think?
That's right.
2 for Jax, 2 for the Skids, now 1 for the Skids. Kyo Kenzie shedding into the pack for her scoring run.
That's right. Second time through the pack, ridden out hard by Slaytoven, but Kyo Kenzie back up. Oh, and another
calls
freeze.
It right off. Yeah, calls it right off. That's it. Icing H.M. Smith in the penalty box.
Yes.
I think that's going to be a head game. Do you think they know that's not it's not rocket science is out?
Oh, I'm sure.
Do you think that's what they've been talking about since last night?
Yes, I would say that's a very astute observation, Patrick.
Oh yeah.
Who's that up at the jam line now for Montreal? It's a
that
power
is
jam
Rogue
start.
Runner.
Oh
no, timeout.
Okay. Yep.
Timeout.
Quick official timeout, I believe. Rogue Runner, of course, got her derby career started in London.
Oh yeah.
As I recall.
Oh yeah. Another jammer that. It's interesting. The new Skids traveled to London in 2011 before she was on the team, and I believe she was in the audience.
Oh, really?
Yeah. She's been in touch with the Skids skaters for a long time, and it was very interesting to have her contact us. A couple years back, last year, she was with the organization as a coach.
That's what I remember.
Yeah.
Yes.
She was with us as a coach because she couldn't be there very often, of course, having moved from England to Wales.
Sure.
And this year she decided to make the full trip, to make the move, and now she's a new Skid skater.
Well, and I'm sure the new Skid's very glad to have her. Fans, if you remember, I said that Rogue Runner started in London. If she started somewhere else, please let us know. And
it's London.
Was it? Okay. Well, I thought possibly she would have been somewhere before that, but she's certainly lead jammer in this one.
Yep. H.M. Smith out of the penalty box, now working on her initial pass behind Fresh Avocado. Rogue Runner commits a track cut, going to the penalty box.
Yes, power jam in favor of Jacksonville. It will be a 2-minute jam. There's still a minute 25 left to go. So this will be the first opportunity for Jacksonville to cut into that Montreal lead.
Yeah, Jacksonville has yet to score. So far, Montreal at 23.
And defining the last line of defense position for so long for Montreal is Monge.
Yeah.
Slowing down H.M. Smith, but H.M. Smith with 4 on the board. Okay, here comes Coco Sparks throwing offense. And boy, Montreal very strong in that pack. There's that shoulder work by Monge. Now she's bracing the front of the formation. Rogue Runner out of the penalty box. A forearm penalty going on I believe that was Bigley Smalls. So now the pack has kind of ground to a halt in turn 2. Oh, forearm penalty now.
To Fresh Avocado.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Formerly known as Bro. Boat Jammers back on the track. Rogue Runner working on
all
a
right.
scoring run.
Yes, and oh my goodness, it is just ground down to a halt in the straightaway between 2 and 3. And as I like to say, you could power a small city with the energy being expended in that pack. And Patrick, you ask and you shall receive. Georgina Mack has told us now that Rogue Runner actually came from Leicester's Dolly Rocket Rollers before London.
Wow.
Thank you for that information, Georgina. We really do appreciate it.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, 8-4 on the jam. And we have an official review now being called by Jacksonville. Hey, with the score 27-8 right now, 23 minutes and 22 seconds to go, I would guess that the staff is pretty clear about what they're challenging here.
Yeah, that's right.
We're going to wait and hear from our alternative alt referees. That gives us an opportunity to tell you who's officiating this game. We've got Aggie Battery, Matant, Bert Hurt, Toboma, Bad Wolf Archer, Derry Air, Chucky D, Tara D Nightmare, and Tim Refuse. And on skates, who do we have, Patrick?
We have Feminist Killjoy, Righteous Oxide, Carmen Dragon, Jean-Philippe Aman, Wonder Zebra, M-Power, and Shanksy. But there is a very important birthday, quote unquote, for the one of the NSOs. Chucky D is celebrating his 300th bout.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Much love to Chucky D. That's a lot of commitment.
Chucky D, yeah.
And over the years, you don't, and as I always say when I give that recognition, you don't get to numbers like that simply by wanting to do it. You get to numbers like that because you're good enough that people who staff events like this want you to do it.
Yeah, because this is where you get more, sort of a compressed number, many bouts in very short time.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's not by doing one Saturday a month, which is
right.
great to watch.
Sure.
But if you're going for experience and want to get more in, you got to travel to tournaments, and we are so grateful for the officials who, go the distance and who go to these tournaments to make them what they are.
That's right. That's right. I've had some great games here this weekend, too. I just had the pleasure of being a fan for the last game between Gotham and Victoria. And oh my God!
Was it not the lowest scoring game you've seen since 2008?
I think it was. I think it was.
101, the winning score.
But for a breakout jam by Misty Maven in that last 5 minutes, Gotham would have been under 100 also.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I think Misty put up a 12-point jam, which was huge in the context of that game.
It was probably the biggest one.
Yeah. Yeah, so
agreed.
It's thrilling to watch how the game has developed with respect to those types of defensive struggles. I mean, I'm not sure that I would particularly want to be a jammer right now.
In those games? Could you imagine? You're the target of everyone, you're the one that they're trying to hold back, 1 against 4.
Yeah, yeah, because, I mean, that you saw that so much. I mean, both teams would try to get offensive from time to time, but most of the time they just simply had to stay home on defense. Well, I believe that we're waiting for an explanation now on the official review. I see Jam Starella on the line for Jacksonville, and who's that on the line for? It's going to be Falcon Punch with the star for Montreal. So now we are underway. Montreal with 1 blocker standing in the penalty box. Jam Starella pushing upwards into turn number 2. And Alcatraz trying to hold her off. That is lead Jam Starella. Patrick, what'd you find out about the official review?
Jacksonville was looking for a track cut on the Montreal Jammer, and the track cut was not awarded.
Okay, they will not retain their award retain their review. As we see there, Jamstarella forced to call off the jam.
That was Jacksonville's first lead call for Jamstarella. Yeah, and first jam with no score.
Oh.
Also, yeah.
Very interesting. We have a full pack on the track right now. Both teams at full strength, almost ready to go. We'll have the jammers for you in just a second. It is Honey Badger, the Honey Badger for Montreal. Little last kicker for Jacksonville. Honey Badger getting through for lead.
2 for 2.
Little last kicker having a little bit of difficulty. Oh, with that Montreal pack.
Honey Badger pushed to the inside. That's a forearm call on Mange heading to the box.
Yep.
The Gus Restaurant box.
That is correct. One thing I love to see, I had the great pleasure of being able to watch Mange play for so many years. She gets called on a penalty. Boom, she hustles to the box. She wastes no time whatsoever.
No. Well, the longer you spend arguing, the longer the team is -1 blocker.
Exactly. And if anybody understands that, it is Mange Blois. Okay, Honey Badger is tied up right now, being rolled back by the Jacksonville defense. Unfortunately for Jacksonville, little last kicker is still held up in turn 4 on that initial trip. Okay, we got some offense coming in now. Jenny Matthews trying to spring. Little last kicker, but that's a 4-point trip now for the Honey Badger.
Little last kicker still on her initial pass. Honey Badger is going back into the pack, and was that? No star pass.
Oh, Bigley Smalls with a stellar takeout right at the end. Little last kicker thought she was through, but no.
Dreams get broken.
Yes. It must be well, back to the action. The Honey Badger ducks under the defense. 4 more, and she will call the jam.
Score is now 35-8, favoring the New Skids on the block.
That is just what Montreal would want, having a strong tournament so far, and of course hosting the WFTDA championships this year are the New Skids.
Yes, the Montreal Roller Derby will be hosting the 2019 WFTDA International Championships. We are very excited about that. Tickets go on sale tomorrow.
Oh, that's right. And Miracle Whips making it through for lead jammer as well.
Little last kickers in the box.
That's just what I was going to say, Patrick. Power jam and green light for the New Skids. Okay.
And that is the New Skids. So far, I've had all lead calls but one.
Oh, look at that balance by
I didn't know she was coming there.
She deflected contact from 2 separate blockers there. Leanne Grohl thought she had her, and then another blocker whose number I'll see in just a second for Jacksonville.
18.
Okay, yes.
18 was
Slatoven.
Yeah.
All right, the power jam is over. Out on the track is little last kicker, but 4 more going up for Miracle Whips. This is still the initial trip through the pack for little last kicker. Oh, big hit there by Low Rider, and little last kicker will once again have to go back to the pivot line.
Miracle Whips working on scoring pass number 4. Completes it. That are the 16 points for Miracle Whips. Little last kicker, that's got to be a hard jam for her.
It has to be, is right now.
Went from the box and now still working. Oh, while we were discussing that, there were 4 points picked up by Miracle Whips as she did a beautiful apex jump.
Star pass now to Leanne Grohl for Jacksonville. Miracle Whips is sitting with 20 points and 4 going up. Did we see? No.
Yep, 24.
Yeah, 24
points on Miracle Whips.
Oh, Largest jam of the game by far.
Oh, yeah.
For Miracle Whips.
Yeah, Leanne Grohl receiving the star pass from little last kicker. Leanne Grohl also a current jammer, I believe. Though I did have a talk with her yesterday about Snot's injury, and she said that Leanne Grohl was not supposed to jam this year, but she was forced to join the rotation this weekend as they were short jammers.
Yes, because Aaron Jackson wasn't able to make the trip. So, yeah, well, it's been a hard-fought weekend for Jacksonville, but now we've got Kyo Kenzie with the star for New Skids, taking on H.M. Smith for Jacksonville. Strong 3 formation now for Jacksonville. Someone coming in for Montreal trying to open things up a little bit. That's fresh. Yes. And that worked. It worked. Nicely applied offense there by the New Skids. Lead jammer is Kyo Kenzie. Quickly returns into the engagement zone. Oh, knocked out once again, rolled back by Coco Fry.
Smith still working on the initial pass. Held back by 2 Montreal blockers, 3 Montreal blockers, and in the meantime, Kyo Kenzie picks up 4.
Yeah, what a nice awareness by Kyo Kenzie on that scoring trip. The defense went inside for just a second, and she accelerated through. Now that was 138, Lily the Kid holding the inside line against Kyo Kenzie. And there's
on that final pass. Yeah, 3 more points, 7 points for Kyo Kenzie, 0 for Jacksonville. And Smith, 66-12, 16 minutes left in the half. New
Skids looking to make a statement right now. We'd like to give some love to our fellow announcer, Mo Chismo, who would have been here this weekend, but for horrific travel difficulties.
Gretchen, don't spread our white problems around now.
Rogue Runner jamming for the New Skids. Jam Starella with the star for Jacksonville, and no give up in Jam Starella looking to cut into this lead right now as Rogue Runner is being rolled back. Quick scoring trip. Oh, and cutting the track, going on Rogue Runner now, Patrick. It's a power jam in favor of Jacksonville.
Jam Starella's second timeout, second lead.
Yes.
And those were Jacksonville's only 2 lead calls of the game so far.
Yeah,
so you know they'll be banking on Jam Starella. I mean, they've been banking on her for years.
Yes.
But seems like they've been saving her for the later part of the game, and now they've gone to her and it's worked really well. So maybe they'll say, hey, let's put in Jam Starella a little more.
I think that's a good idea. And as a matter of fact, that's what they're doing right now, Patrick.
Right away.
She's going to go back to back. She just wanted to reset
2 in a
for
row.
a second. Yeah.
So Jam Starella, your jammer for now for Jacksonville. Oh, I love a jammer that delivers a hit that she's trying to get through.
Yeah, I don't know that Monge was expecting that one, but Jam Starella hit first.
Yep.
She's 3 for 3. 3 for 3 leads right now for Jam Starella. Monge exacted some revenge with the bump out there. This is a scoring trip now. The power jam is about to be over as Rogue Runner is released from the penalty box and vaults into action. Jam Starella being held off on the outside now by a determined Montreal wall, bumped out strongly by Paper Cut, now being rolled back. That's the initial trip now through the pack for Rogue Runner. That'll force the call off. 3 points on that one for Jam Starella. So 19 for New Jacks. New Skids with 66. Strong first 15 minutes of play for Montreal.
Yeah, I think Montreal is looking for a little bit of redemption from last night where they suffered a decisive loss from Victoria. Of course, Victoria coming in first 2 days making quite a statement.
Yes.
By, being a very strong team, winning both their games. but today suffering a loss to Gotham.
That's right. That's right. Georgia W Tush, several upsets that may have rankings implications. More on that later. Falcon Punch is jamming for New Skids, and Little Last Kicker is jamming for Jacksonville. Lead jammer going to Falcon Punch.
This is Little Last Kicker's 5th jam.
Through the pack successfully. Oh my goodness. Oh my, that was Atomic Meltdown trying to hold off Falcon Punch, but again, Falcon Punch just with that superior momentum, making it through for 4 points.
And only 2 blockers left on the track for Jacksonville, which can't make things easy.
No, that's Low Blow and Dewey Box. No, excuse me, Leanne Grohl, and now Leanne Grohl's sent off for an out of play. So, oh my God, Falcon Punch is working hard in this jam, Patrick.
She's working hard, and she's put one hand out of bounds, so that means she was still in.
And a forearm penalty now going on Low Blow. So yeah, Jacksonville's just sitting with between 2 and 3 blockers on the track for most of this jam. What a whip! Oh my! Alcatraz provided the whip there for Falcon Punch to dance around the outside of turn 3.
Little Last Kicker still in the pack, working on their initial pass, while Falcon Punch is skating laps around the pack, and now picking up another 4 at 19 points so far for Falcon Punch.
Yeah, Falcon Punch just really making a statement right now. And is that pull the cut? Yes, pulling the cut was why so serious for the New Skids. You can see her there.
I believe that's on Little Last Kicker.
Yes.
Who had just passed the start to Leanne Grohl.
Yes.
So what are they going to decide?
Well, was the star passed before?
Yeah.
I don't believe it is.
I see them. I see her giving the start to Little Last Kicker.
Yeah, the cut
so
was
she's iced in the box.
Yeah, the cut was already in effect when the star was passed.
They just got it handed back, and Little Last Kicker's got to sit in the box.
Yeah.
For the start of the next jam.
I guess Leanne Grohl says you can't blame her for trying at least.
Oh, she took off like a rocket.
Yeah.
As soon as she had it, boom, she was gone.
Ooh, 19-4 on the jam right now, and it's another power jam start. Who's that on the line for Montreal, Patrick? I'm looking at, I believe that is, well.
That's Badger.
That's the Honey Badger, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Couldn't see the armband for sure, so thank you for
Honey
that.
Badger in a heavy rotation this game.
Very much.
Honey Badger, a lot of Falcon Punch also.
A lot of Falcon Punch. Kaio Kenzie coming on, when needed. It's an official timeout. Yes. What, as I said, a real embarrassment of riches on the New Skids bench right now for jammers.
And let's talk a little bit about the history between these two teams.
Sure.
Points adjusted.
Oh, there was just a points adjustment. Points adjustment, highest jam of the game, Gretchen.
Yeah.
24 points for Falcon Punch brings Montreal to 90, and Jacksonville still sitting at 23.
Boy. Oh boy, New
24,
Skids.
and yeah, Miracle Whips had a 24-point jam earlier as well.
Yes.
So tied for the highest point scoring jam of the game.
Well, the New Skids, in these first 19 minutes and 4 seconds of play, I basically have done everything right. They've run the table.
Yeah.
A couple of jammer penalties, that will happen. But other than that, they see each other very well. And more importantly, they're seeing the opposing jammer and just not giving them any space.
No, they're not. And, there is a little bit of a grudge there because last time these two teams met, the New Skids were ahead by 60 points going into the half. And in the second half,
that was in Atlanta, right?
Exactly.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Jacksonville crawled back to beat them.
Yes. Jamsterella had a lot to do with that one.
Oh, she did. Yeah.
Honey Badger for the New Skids on a scoring trip already and maintaining balance. Wow. 4-point pass. Oh. Well, Honey Badger Can't quite do it this time as Coco Sparks holding the outside straightaway and call off. And those points were put up so quickly that it's still a power jam start for Montreal.
It is, as they iced little ass kicker in the box for a second jam.
I wasn't sure what you were. Thank you for correcting me. Not Coco Sparks, Coco Fry.
Well, she sparks.
She was sparkling for the majority of the game.
She's got spark.
No wonder. Okay. Little ass kicker out of the penalty box. Right now we've got Miracle Whips with the star for Montreal. Miracle Whips down for a second, not long, and oh my God, there was a toe on the line, but not over. She's lead jammer.
She likes those. She likes those a lot. She toes the line. Sometimes it plays trick on her, but usually she's on.
Whew. And Miracle Whips is through for 4. Little ass kicker just being worked over by Low Rider right now.
Yeah, I can't imagine what's going through little ass kicker's head.
Yeah, it's like, please get me off the track.
Oh, and she tried for a star pass, but dropped the star.
Yeah, Leanne Grohl with the pivot striped for Jacksonville. Now they're trying again. You can see just how difficult the star pass can be. Oh, and cutting the track now on little ass kicker. So, this is like
she just
4
cannot
jams
get out. Yeah, she just cannot get out of these jams.
Oh, but there's a penalty on Miracle Whips as well.
For a forearm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so jammer switch.
That could be a real blessing for little ass kicker who might get a chance to sit down at the end of this one. All right.
Well, she sat down in the box.
Well, that's true. Still at 26 seconds to go in this jam, and neither jammer can stop it. Miracle Whips already has 8, makes an acrobatic move and puts up 4 more for the new Skids.
Little ass kicker is still hanging on to the star. There goes Leanne Grohl, extending her hand.
Yeah. Oh, and it's another
track cut.
Oh, it is a track cut
Track cut
penalty.
on Miracle Whips.
Miracle Whips getting a little taste of what it's like to go back-to-back now, but that will do it on the jam. 12-0 in favor of the new Skids.
That's right. There was an incident yesterday where Miracle Whips spent a few jams in the box as Victoria kept on icing her into the box. And Victoria went a few really short jams where they would just get lead, get 4 points, and call it off. And they ran that twice on Miracle Whips, as she had a penalty and an insubordination. She had a double penalty, so they iced her in the box 3 times.
Okay.
But then that's the kind of thing that you would expect from a team like Victoria, who's just gonna work you to the bone.
Sure.
We have an official review.
Yeah, it's being called by Montreal now with 7:29 to go. Hey, why not?
And a little note on Patrick's side, the coach from Montreal who called the review during the game against Jacksonville yesterday, he won 3 official reviews.
Oh my.
Yes.
Oh my.
Can you imagine that? That's a pretty good record.
Yeah,
I coached the Skids for a year and I won 1.
How many games was that?
I mean, probably 10.
It's
rare.
That's
it's rare
probably
that you win.
more of a representative ratio.
Yes.
1 in 10 games rather than 3 in 1 game. Wow,
yeah,
that's
absolutely.
astounding.
I was, very envious of his record, because I guess when you're Patricide has been a ref for numerous years, so he knows what to look for. He knows how the refs react, and he was because I went in, I was announcing that game in the house, so I would go in to hear what he had to say to the refs, and he was commenting a lot on where the refs were positioned. In regards to where the questionable action had taken place. And so he said, and I saw, and one time he said, I saw the ref question his own call and then did not call it. And then he went back in with an official review, and then I guess that played with the ref's heads and said, did you see this action? And then he would get it right.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, it's not only knowing the game so well, but it's also knowing what to call or when to use that review. Sure.
Yes, and I guess he knew it's a real advantage for a ref to know how to speak to refs.
I'm sure of that.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
See,
of
he
that,
understands
yes.
the point of view. He understands where they're standing. He understands what they saw and how it is that they were questioning it.
Sure. Well, and having been in the huddle for so many official reviews, sure. Which is, it's similar, I suppose, to a coach having experience as a skater and at least being able to motivate skaters.
And knowing what they go through.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. And, we're starting to see that now with the evolution of the sport where,
retired skaters
are coming in and coaching. Sure.
Coaching and reffing and still involved with the league, which is a real wealth as, the leagues grow with people who are still in love with Derby but don't want to play anymore.
Sure. All right. Lead jammer, Jamstarella. Jamstarella has quite a streak going for Jacksonville, a ray of sunshine. This is Falcon Punch with the star for Montreal, and Falcon Punch coming in backwards. We're going to see whether that is called on her. It is.
Yeah, forearm.
Yeah. Forearm penalty, so Power, Jamstarella, and New Jacks.
Yeah, and concerning that official review, that was Montreal wanting to get a stop block penalty canceled, and the ref said no.
Okay. All right. It's worth a try. Oh, Jamstarella knocked to the outside. That was KT Kaboom holding the line, forcing the call off, and Falcon Punch will be iced standing in the penalty box. But
that was Jamstarella's fourth jam, fourth lead call.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My prescription for Jacksonville right now is more Jamstarella.
That's right.
Jamstarella gets it done.
Jamstarella has the size and the speed to really, cut through the Montreal defense. Official timeout right now.
Yeah,
on
that
the
was
track.
Jamstarella's also tying the top scoring jam of the game with 8 points.
That's right, for
both
New
belonging
Jacks.
to her.
Yes. All right, this is Allie now jamming for Jacksonville. Yeah. Well, Jacksonville trying to find a formula that works right now. Falcon Punch has been released from the penalty box. Allie going outside, but bumped to the outside by Cheese Grater.
Falcon Punch went back onto the track and went right back to the box for blocking with the head.
Well, and Allie takes advantage of that. Lead jammer for Jacksonville. It's 4-on-4 in the pack. Montreal just without a jammer as the New Skids try to speed up the play. Allie knocked to the inside now by Alcatraz. Now bumped out. Oh, Alcatraz
back in.
Falcon Punch pushing the front of the pack. Alcatraz just kind of, sometimes it happens where a blocker will just own a jammer in a particular matchup.
Right.
And 3 points going up for Allie, though, so that's a successful outing as a relief jammer.
Yeah, sure is. Her first time out, she picked up 3 points in a game that's, hard fought.
That's right.
For
That's right.
Jacksonville.
It doesn't get much higher level than 6 versus 10 in the world. So absolutely a bright spot for the Jacksonville side right now as they have 34, 114 for Montreal. H.M. Smith once again jamming for Jacksonville. Kaio Kenzie for Montreal. Full complement of skaters, so there's not a lot of room for those jammers, Patrick.
No, because they're all bunched up together.
Isn't that the truth?
Like a rugby start.
It is. Kaio Kenzie wriggling through up to the front of the pack now. And a no pack is called. Kaio Kenzie spins out and is awarded lead. And a penalty going on H.M. Smith. So it is a power jam in favor of Montreal.
Lots of jammer penalties in this game. Huh? I'm anxious to see at the end of the half how many each team had.
That's right. 4 points already for Kyle Kenzie, and bumped to the outside by Aaron Gobral. Chooses to call the jam. No more points, but we'll have a power jam start featuring Montreal.
Icing H.M. Smith into the box.
Yes.
It's getting cold in here, Gretchen. There's a lot of icing going on.
It is. Well, this is a hockey arena, I guess.
Good point. We can make really good ice.
It's been a great, the one thing, I think this is like such a ideal derby venue. The seats are all, elevated so you have a good view of the action. Back to the action, though, is Honey Badger for Montreal, pushing the front of the pack. Alcatraz trying to set an offensive screen, but wow, Leanne Grohl with the rollback.
H.M. Smith back in action. Oof.
Trip
as the Honey Badger picks up lead.
Yeah.
Smith pushed to the inside.
Boy, bodies
by
are
Sirius.
falling right now. Forearm penalty going on Alcatraz as, H.M. Smith has removed the star. Leanne Grohl is otherwise occupied at the front of the pack, trying to hold off the Honey Badger. Now Leanne does pick up the star and clears the pack.
We have a complete star pass over here.
Forearm penalty.
On Sirius.
Yep. That'll force the
Badger
call.
called it off.
Three for Montreal.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is Leanne Smith's second star pickup. I'm surprised there aren't more.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah. I mean, Leanne Grohl's been, she's been in this Jacksonville jammer rotation. That game you were talking about in Atlanta, it was Jam Storellis, Not Rocket Science, and Leanne Grohl. It was just 1, 2, 3, 1,
yeah, that's
2,
right.
3.
She was supposed to block this year, but now, nope.
Nope. Okay, Miracle Whips, but Jam Storella maintaining her streak of leads for Jacksonville. Miracle Whips being held off and bumped out by Coco Fry. Oh dear. Oh dear.
Track out on Miracle Whips.
It is.
Yeah.
And a long rollback on Jam Storella. Jam Storella on a scoring trip now. Montreal.
She's lead. Jam Storella picks up lead 5 out of 5.
Yes. Jam Storella now. Oh! What? Woo! 2 spins.
Beautiful spin.
2 spins, not just one. Not just one.
Well, if you can do it once, bring it on.
That's right. Why So Serious and others just, they have to appreciate that level of artistry. Okay, Jam Storella's going to call off the jam. Anything on this trip? We're waiting to see. Already 4 points for Jacksonville, taking them to 38.
Montreal sitting at 122.
Yes, yes. 122 to 40. So, with 10 seconds to go right now. Don't know that we're going to see another jam in this period. Well, I think we are. I see the 5-second warning going up. Yep,
Barely.
here we go.
Yeah.
Oh, Slaytoven now jamming for Jacksonville. Kyle Kenzie for Montreal. Montreal holding the front of the pack. Oh, Slaytoven so close, made the pivot, but 1 foot went out of bounds.
Slaytoven was a pivot for Jacksonville. Received a star pass earlier in the game.
Yes.
Now she's jamming.
Leanne Grohl and Low Blow teaming up on Kyle Kenzie, knocking her to the outside, and now Grohl knocks her to the inside. Meanwhile, Slaytoven's on her own up at the front of the pack, Patrick.
Yeah. On her own against 2 blockers from Montreal.
Yes.
Rolled back, recycled behind Lowrider and Alcatraz.
Boy, Lowrider is, there's so many talented pack players on the Montreal team that I think sometimes Lowrider might not get the the acclaim that she deserves.
It's her second season.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
With the
Kyle-
Skids. She was
Oh, okay.
skating with the House League for a long time.
I see.
Yeah.
4 points going up for Kyle Kenzie. Slaytoven still just being dealt with firmly by the pack.
Oh, an attempted apex jump by Kyle Kenzie.
Yep, held off by Atomic Meltdown. So Kyle Kenzie will reset already with 4 points. Oh, and this time she stays in. What a move. She actually rode Dewey Blocks' block there for a minute and maintained her inbounds position. Oh, here comes Leanne Grohl on the star pass now for Jacksonville. And that'll prompt
Kyle
the
Kenzie
call.
called it.
Yep. Wow. 11-0 on the final jam of the period.
Yeah, 133-40 is the score we're going into the half with.
That's right. New England Roller Derby Report would like to thank their production sponsor, Sociopath. Sociopath is a skater-run business offering custom-sewn to-order legwear for teams and individuals. Size-inclusive activewear that's designed to fit you. Sociopath also offers dozens of armband and helmet cover options for scrimmage and competition. Team discounts are available. Please see sociopath.ca for more details. 2019 from Arena Saint Louis in beautiful Montreal, Quebec. I'm Gretchen Little here with Plastic Patrick. Patrick, what kind of statistics have you come up with for the end of this for the beginning of this second period?
Well, I've got many. Bobby Narco, our producer, is a stat genius. Therefore, we have many stats. I can tell you right off the bat that there were lots of penalties in this first half. New Skids picking up 22. 6 of those were jammer penalties. Jacksonville picking up 17, but 8 of them were jammer penalties, 4 of which went to Little Ass Kicker in that stretch where she just couldn't get out of the jam.
Yes.
Yes, top scorers. Miracle Whips for Montreal with 39 points. Jam Storella, who was 5 on 5. 5 lead calls out of 5 jams with 21 points. Top scoring jams were 24 points. 1 for Whips, 1 for Falcon Punch, and 8 for Jacksonville, both going to, no, not both. 1 going to Jam Storella, and 27, that's H.M. Smith.
Okay, and as one might suspect, those same 2 high-scoring jammers are starting off the second period, and Jam Storella is lead jammer on a scoring trip right now. Jam Storella is out of the pack, now engaged by Falcon Punch. Falcon Punch will call it.
Actually, that was the first time Jam Storella was not lead.
That's correct.
Jam Storella was not lead.
We're looking at some of the comments that we're getting here. They're pretty entertaining, Patrick.
Oh, people talking about the junior bouts that we had earlier on today.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That which was, it was actually our league presidents who, Frida Chaos, who's involved with the juniors here and asked, can we involve the juniors with La Classique?
Oh, very good.
Yeah. Honey Badger is the jammer for Montreal. She picks up lead. Little Ass Kicker is the jammer for Jacksonville. Exits the pack. Honey Badger's going to hit it first.
Well,
Drawn to the inside, calls it right off. She picks up 2 points before the jam ends.
Yeah, Honey Badger hit the pack, and the pack hit back.
The pack hit back. Yeah, the pack wasn't budging. 139 for the New Skids in the black jerseys, and 40 points for Jacksonville in the white, with 28 minutes left in the second half of this game.
All right, Miracle Whips on the line for Montreal. And
that looks like your friend Coco Fry.
Yes.
No, it's H.M. Smith.
H.M. Smith. Coco Fry was getting back towards the line,
Yes.
looking to try to play some defense, but Miracle Whip's able to get out first. Lead jammer. H.M. Smith is through, but Miracle Whips landed perfectly there,
Yeah,
Patrick.
beautiful apex jump. She was airborne.
And another 4-0 jam in favor of the new Skids. Montreal looking to at least maintain their number 6 ranking this weekend. Of course, June 30th rankings will determine the all-important seedings for the 2019 International WFTDA playoffs.
Yeah.
So, Jamsterella once again jamming for New Jacks, and it is Kaio Kenzie jamming for Montreal.
And now high rotation with Jamsterella. Picks up lead. Yeah, that was a fluke when she didn't get it the first time.
I think you're right.
Yeah. Kaio Kenzie is the jammer from Montreal. Still working on that pass. Oh, beautiful spin on the inside of the track. Stayed in, picks up 4 quick points for Jamsterella.
That was breathtaking. I was right here, and she's looking for more. Holding the line was Why So Serious, and it looks like Why So Serious might have gotten the worst of that contact.
Well, I think when you become airborne, you can just get in the way of a flying object.
That's right. That's right.
Or flying person.
The apex jump, of course, having
no
evolved.
points were awarded on it.
No, just 4-0 in favor of Jacksonville on that last jam. So we've got Allie jamming again for Jacksonville. Roadrunner with the star for Montreal. Oh, that was sweet, Patrick.
Yeah, Roadrunner on the outside, turning on the jets and picking up lead. We've seen her do that so many times, especially with London, where she would just turn on the jets and bust out of the pack.
Yeah, it doesn't need much time, and her pack buys her that second.
Yeah.
And you got to give them credit for that.
Oh yeah, she's a sprinter.
Yeah. Okay, Allie rolled back to behind the start line, has the star in hand right now. Roadrunner bumped out by Coco Fry. Rolled back to the start line again. Star
pass for Jacksonville. This one to Aaron Gobral, the captain.
That's right. Well, it's good to have that up your sleeve, but 4 points going up for Montreal. The star pass forcing the call off.
Yes, and that was Jacksonville's 4th star pass.
Yes.
All of them had previously gone to Leanne Grohl's.
Yes.
And here's a new one. Skids have no star passes. Well, they've, to be fair, they've earned lead most of the jam, so they haven't really been looking for it. However, they are not a team that is too familiar with that strategy.
True that.
They don't use it very much.
True that. I have seen Monge take a star pass on occasion, but it's not very often. Okay, Falcon Punch now jamming for Montreal. 1 to beat, and she's able to get around low blow. Lead jammer once again going to Montreal. Another star pass.
Another star pass, this time to Leanne Grohl's again.
Yes.
That's little last kicker to Leanne Grohl's.
Okay.
Falcon Punch clears the pack, calls it off. 4 points for the Skids. It brings their total to 147 and Jacksonville 44.
Falcon Punch, well aware that the star pass occurred, and not having played the game, perhaps you as a coach, and I might want to hear from some of our fans as well, how do you communicate that to your jammer? I mean, of course you're going to see the bench staff doing that, but it really didn't look as though Falcon Punch was able to look at her bench during that last play.
Is there a mirror? No, there's not a mirror person. The jammer will instinctively, I think, look at the bench staff as soon as she's finished passing the pack, because that's when something's going to happen. Either you go on or you call it right off.
Yeah. Okay, well, hey, this could be a first lead now. Oh, no, a forearm penalty going on H.M. Smith. That is a big hurt for Jacksonville. Power jam Honey Badger.
Yep. And Honey Badger pushing forward.
That's right.
1 blocker drawn back, and Montreal's going to hold this blocker back.
They did.
2 for 1. That's Jenny Matthews. Very effective blocker for Jacksonville.
Yeah, very well executed goat there, and drew the no pack. Honey Badger's going to freeze H.M. Smith in the penalty box. So
more freezing.
Yes. I have a jacket on. I don't know about you at home, but yeah. So Jacksonville's going to start this with H.M. Smith standing with the star on her helmet. And
in the first
blocker
the
in
first
the penalty box.
7 jams of this half, Montreal's earned these 6 times.
Well, they're picking up right where they left off in the first period, Patrick.
Yeah.
And sending Miracle Whips out on a power jam start is a very effective tactic normally. Leanne Grohl wants to say something about that, though. She's anchoring that defensive wall. And, boy, nothing's coming easy right now, Patrick.
Smith back to the box on a forearm.
She wasn't
and now
out
it's
long.
Smith. It's Smith that can't get out of this jam.
That's right. And Miracle Whips just prevailing after getting quite a beating. Over 30 seconds went by before she was awarded lead on a power jam start. Oof.
And there goes Miracle Whips calling off the jams furiously.
That's right.
And icing Smith into the box again.
Correct.
I think that's one thing that I noticed in this tournament. I know you got here today, but this has been something that's happened numerous times in this tournament, is jammers not being able to get out of the jam, and teams just, pressing on that one, making it worse and worse and worse for them. Miracle Whips being the quote-unquote victim of such tragedy yesterday, perhaps is looking for a redemption.
That could be. She knows how it felt for her. Kyle Kenzie now picking up lead, and H.M. Smith is out. The star is immediately off the helmet. Aaron Gobral is wearing the pivot stripe, but in the meantime, Kyle Kenzie putting up 4 for Montreal. And Smith still with the star. Getting bumped around up front. Bigley Smalls involved with that. Kyle Kenzie on her own now into the back of the pack.
Beautiful display of defense here on Montreal.
All right, Kyle Kenzie ground to a standstill right now. But as I say that, look at that burst, Patrick.
Gets through, picks up another 4. Now sitting at 8. H.M. Smith now, of course, into the action, but past the star.
That's
Aaron
right.
Gobral. Aaron Gobral picking up her 2nd star pass of the half.
And that will prompt the call off, but a very effective 12-0 jam in favor of Montreal.
175-44, Montreal in the driver's seat now.
That's correct. We're under 20 minutes to go now, and Jacksonville now just, what they have to concern themselves with is holding the scoring down on Montreal. I mean, they need to put up some points themselves, but they can't really allow any more of these 12-point jams, because that could have a very difficult, very tough effect on their ranking situation coming into playoffs.
Oh yeah, and this is a 42-4 run points-wise for Montreal.
That's right. Okay, Falcon Punch with the star for Montreal. Jamstarella, the bright spot in
who picked
lineup.
It is Jamstarella.
Yeah.
Jamstarella, who was actually behind Falcon Punch, because Falcon Punch burst out of the pack as Jamstarella was exiting the pack.
Yes, and
forced the call off.
Falcon Punch just ahead by enough, and we had the perfect view of it right here, looking through on turn 2. Geometry don't lie.
Nope.
And so quick alert call off there. Jamstarella unable to score, but at least stopping Montreal from expanding on this lead right now. It's 175-44 in favor of the new Skids.
Yeah, Jamstarella 7 lead call out of 8 jams.
Wow. That's and she's out here again.
And there she is again, yes.
That's right. She better eat her breakfast. There's another one, Patrick. Roadrunner with the star for Montreal, getting tied up in the pack right now. Coco Fry holding her back. Jamstarella bumped out by Bigley Smalls, but re-enters before Bigley Smalls. Maj is saying, hey, look at my face, but Jamsarella continues to skate.
Yeah, she didn't have time to stick around.
That's right. That's right. I'm not going to talk about that. All right, nice defense. Maj exacting some revenge there with the bump out and rollback behind into turn 4.
Yeah.
All right, and Rogue Runner still held up, though, still on an initial trip through the pack.
I was wondering where she was. She took off the start. She took off the start a while ago.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Unable to complete her initial pass. Jamsarella picked up lead again.
Yeah.
Now she's on 8 out of 9.
That's right, and a multiplayer block now going against Spice for Jacksonville. That might make some space in the middle of the pack, but Jamsarella, wow. This is what New Jax wants to see as that's a pretty smart play by Jamsarella there. She'd already passed Maj, so she really didn't need to pass her again. Maj went out for that quick second, and Jamsarella just continues to roll. 8-0 in favor of Jacksonville on this jam. And you don't hold Rogue Runner on the initial pass very often. You got to take your bright spots where you find them.
Damn, no, and that was a 2-minute fight for Rogue Runner, who could not get out of the pack.
That's right.
Can you imagine doing that for 2 whole minutes?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Well, they held her well.
They did. 10-0 on the jam for Jacksonville, and the Jacksonville fans got to be happy with that.
And they've also got to be happy with the top scoring jam of the game from Jamsarella, 10 points.
There you go. There you go. So they're building momentum as the game progresses, and meanwhile the New Skids want to deflate some of that momentum. They're calling for an official review right now.
Do you think, we speculate, but I watch a lot of news and there's an awful lot of speculating.
Sure.
Do you think that they will be reviewing that track cut with Maj?
Yes, I think that would be if I had to, replaying the jam in my mind, if I had to choose one incident out of that
would
jam,
be questionable.
Yeah. That would be it. We both, from our angle, it appeared as though, Jamsarella just immediately made the right decision. However, we didn't have the angle on it that the officials do, so it might be worth it there.
Bobby Narco, however, has a different opinion. He thinks Montreal wants a high block for shoulder to face on Maj again.
That is correct.
Yeah, so Maj being a real troublemaker here for Jacksonville.
Well, I think that's
but
kind
she's
of
used to it.
Yeah, that's her. That's kind of her role on the team. It makes trouble for the other team in so many ways. So, all right, well, we'll have more about the official review as soon as the results are communicated. Our alt ref is in the middle of things, and will be letting us know in just a second. What do you got, Patrick?
Well, I've got some interesting history from these two teams. As I was speaking of the previous time these two teams met, bout went 199 to 192. However, favoring Jacksonville. However, there was a 60-point lead going into the half for Montreal.
Yes.
And Jacksonville crawled back to take the lead and to win the bout, and that was in Atlanta.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
What a game.
Oh, what a game. What a what a crushing game for Montreal, and what an invigorating game for Jacksonville. Previous to that, Montreal had beaten Jacksonville twice. The first time in Atlanta, but for a regular seasons game.
Okay, yeah.
175 to 154. And then after that, at La Classique last year, where Montreal, a more decisive win, 246 to 158.
Oh, yeah.
So twice Montreal the winner, once Jacksonville.
Yeah. Yes, so, we still have 16 minutes to go, but New Skids in commanding position right now, 175 to 54. with 16:08 to go. All right. Bobby's going to tell us a little bit more about the official review in just a second, but we will be resuming play. Leanne Grohl will be jamming for Jacksonville, and Leanne Grohl just coming in hot now. But on the outside, the Honey Badger is awarded lead and a forearm penalty called on Leanne Grohl. So it is a power jam in favor of Montreal.
And considering the official review, Montreal wanted a back block. Imagine that speculation.
Yeah, we're both wrong.
What do we know?
We're equally wrong.
Yes, and there was no penalty awarded.
Okay, so Montreal will not retain their review. And now the Honey Badger is called for
a track cut.
Cutting the track, yeah.
Yeah, and now, and Leanne Grohl is going to come back in play.
That's right.
Oh, and she left. She was released from the penalty box before the Honey Badger sat down.
So Honey Badger will be there the whole 30
seconds.
Second 2-minute jam of the game. Yep.
Second 2-minute jam of the game.
Yeah, and this will be the second 2-minute jam of this game.
Okay, Leanne Grohl's now still working on the initial trip through the pack. Oh, and that's some nice footwork.
Yep.
She's through.
That's her initial.
Yep. So still no points on the board. Now, I would assume that the Honey Badger took a couple of points.
She's got a few points in the bank.
Yeah. Oh, that is some nice defense there by Why So Serious, directing her teammates to roll back Leanne Grohl. The power jam is over. Honey Badger bumped out by Atomic Meltdown, and both jammers are going to have to reset. Atomic Meltdown can't stop the Honey Badger. 4 going up for the Honey Badger. Leanne Grohl with points also, no doubt, but that one was a breeze for the Honey Badger. 4 more.
The breeze is what we felt as she skated by us.
So quickly.
she was bursting the speed there.
That's right. No impediments to her progress. 8-4
Nope.
on the jam in favor of Montreal. They are Montreal knocking on the 200 mark right now at 183. Jacksonville with 58.
Official timeout just gives us enough time to remind you that this tournament is a WFTDA-recognized tournament. The WFTDA-recognized tournament program recognizes and supports high-quality WFTDA member-hosted tournaments worldwide.
That's correct. So many of them over the summer months, and actually in the springtime as well.
21.
It's been a fun season. Oh, Miracle Whips will not be denied. Lead Jam.
No, over Jamsterella.
Yes.
Only second time Jamsterella is not lead.
Yes. And, how about Miracle Whips?
She likes those.
She does them very well.
You know she'll be replaying that jam in her mind tonight before she goes to sleep.
I bet.
With a smile on her face.
Yeah, maybe we can even see it again.
Oh,
Here
yes.
comes,
Chad the Magician.
Yes.
That's not the one. Not quite.
Okay, well, we can get that again at some point. We appreciate everything right now from New England Roller Derby Report, bringing you this great coverage of the tournament. Back to action now. Little last kicker for Jacksonville, Kyle Kenzie. Oh, and little last kicker is awarded lead jammer. She wasn't given.
Yeah, she earned it.
She certainly earned it, yes. Kyle Kenzie held up in the pack now. Jacksonville. Oh, dear.
Oh, yeah, it seems
Kyle
like we
Kenzie
have
has gone down with
bit of an injury.
Injury, yes.
Yeah.
So, one thing this tournament has been so strong with all day that I've been here is the medical staff. I mean, they are right out on the track.
Well, let me tell you, we in Montreal pride ourselves on the medical staff.
I can see why,
Yeah, some
Patrick.
very effective, knowledgeable, friendly, and on the ball athletic therapists.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, and it's so important because, you know, those first couple of seconds can often mean, you know, the difference
between a major and a minor injury.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's
right.
right.
And then they're very careful. They go overboard on you know, taking precautions for instance, head injuries. You know, they
Yes.
test you. If it looks like there might have been a head injury, they just test you.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Well, and you can tell right now. I mean, they're keeping Kaio Kenzie down, having a conversation with her. We certainly want to. You know, we don't want to speculate about anything, but you know, it is good to see that the staff is right there, and you know, having the important conversation. Of course, the crowd in the area is being respectful and not you know, not making the communication between the staff and the injured skater any more difficult than it has to be.
Oh,
okay, well, Kaio
up.
Kenzie is sitting up now. That's certainly a good sign, as well, you know, if we get any information about her condition, of course, we'll let you know. But for the time being,
she's standing up.
Okay.
Yeah, she's standing up.
That's good to see. And skating off essentially under her own power. So, yes, well done. Kaio Kenzie getting a warm round of applause from a fairly full house here, Patrick. Looking out into the stands at Arena Saint Louis. Of course, next up on this track is going to be the Montreal Sexpos versus arch rival, arch nemesis.
That's right.
That should be a fun one.
A 2-year tradition, dare I say, if there's such a thing, to close La Classique with a Sexpos game.
Okay. All right. Well, and I'm sure there'll be some more fans coming in as well. We love to see that. Again, if you haven't been to Arena Saint Louis for roller derby, I highly suggest that you get here at some point while you are enjoying your experience with the game of roller derby. Anyway, here we go. Jamsterella jamming again for New Jack's Roadrunner, and
she gets lead.
Yeah,
Jamsterella picks up lead.
Roadrunner takes the star off, does complete the initial trip. Oh, back block.
On Jamsterella, power jam for Roadrunner.
Yes.
Yeah, hoping to redeem herself from that very difficult jam that she had last time. But it seems like it's going to work out.
That's right. She
completed her initial. She got 4 points. Ooh. Oh.
I wonder about that one.
Yeah, Jean-Philippe Aman says yes. So we say yes.
That's right. Well, you know, I think what the call would have to be would be that she was already past everybody when she dragged her foot. Oh, Roadrunner trying to go as low as she can, but can't quite escape Aaron Gobral.
And this will be the second 2-minute jam of the half.
Yes.
Third of the game.
Oh, Roadrunner tries again. This time it's Coco Fry holding the outside. So you know, Jacksonville, a lot of positive parts of the game. Their defense has actually been, when they have their full pack on the track, their defense has been fairly strong.
Yeah.
Penalties have been
Jamsterella also a force to reckon with in this game.
Out of play going on. Monge still have to sit down.
Yeah, she insisted.
With 4.
Jamsterella completed her initial, and now she's scoring. Roadrunner now stuck in the pack.
Yeah, Roadrunner ridden down there. And, oh, Jamsterella almost tying things up. But
yeah,
I think
Roadrunner, though, picked up another 4.
Yeah,
so
right
12
at the
to
end.
8. That's quite the jam. 12 to 8.
It is.
Brings the score 199. 199 to 66. There you go, numerology fans.
Yeah, what can you do with that?
Yeah.
I suppose if you turn it upside
Let that pick
down,
your brain.
yeah, you could have 661 or something like that. But I'm just speculating now, Patrick.
Yeah, here we go with the speculation again.
That's right.
We watch too much CNN.
I think so, except I don't. That's the
I
thing.
do, day and night.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, those politics are like a soap opera.
Oh, yeah, I think that's what it is. It's like, you know, it's manufactured entertainment without much, we're not going there.
No.
We have an official timeout. What else do you have for us?
I want to tell you about the tournament's coming up next week.
Oh, yes.
Next week, 2 big ones as the cutoff date draws near.
Yes.
For the rankings and the playoffs. We've got Hometown Throwdown in Portland, Oregon, hosted by the Rose City Rollers.
Yes.
Which will feature Rose City, of course, Denver, and Angel City. 3 teams in very high contention of playoffs and also vying for those top 4 spots.
Those coveted buys.
Yeah.
Yes.
So those top 4 teams that will not have to attend playoffs and go straight to champs.
Yes.
Also happening classic event. I believe this is the 12th edition. East Coast Derby Extravaganza. Somewhere you and I have both been many times.
Absolutely. I'll be there this year.
You're going back.
Yes.
Good for you.
Yes.
Good for you. June 21st to 23rd in Feasterville, Trevose, Pennsylvania, hosted by Philly Roller Derby.
London will be there. Rainy City
Stellar
will be there.
Stellar
Paris
lineup
will
this
be
year.
there. It certainly is.
Texas.
Yes.
Crime.
Yes.
Gotham.
Yes.
Philly.
Yes. And Philly, we have to say, has just been, on a rocket ride this year through the rankings.
Has had a great
yes.
great run this season.
Well, all right, our official timeout is over, and we have a Montreal jammer in the penalty box, Patrick. So Jan Storella will continue her onslaught on lead jam status for Jacksonville. Jam Storella now into
Rogue runners in the box.
Yes, Jam Storella into the pack on a scoring trip, and boy, look at Leanne Grohl just getting into it on the offensive end. Maj takes out Jam Storella, though. You saw a little sly grin on Maj's face there.
I've been scolded for laughing before, but it's not a ha-ha-ha funny you laughter. It's a oh-my-God laughter.
That's right. That's right. It's just, such athletic plays at such a high level. And you saw Maj there, of course, with the gracious gesture after she rolled back Jam Storella saying, "You may enter now."
Yeah. I thought it was more like, there you go. Thank you.
New Skids knocking on 200's door, but they didn't get it on that jam. Jam Storella put up 4. That takes them to 70. 8:46 to go in this game. All right, a little bit of a quick start. Little last kicker with the star for Jacksonville. Falcon punch jamming for, forearm.
Forearm.
Patrick, Jacksonville lives trying to hold New Skids under 200. Here comes a little last kicker, 2 to beat. Now 3. Boy, Bigley Small's getting up front so fast.
Yeah. Yeah, you're allowed to recycle at the front, too.
Exactly.
And blockers do it all the time. There you go. Little last kicker, lead jammer.
Yep. So.
Power jam for a little last kicker. 4 blockers for Jacks, 3 for Montreal. Of course, going for the offense.
Here comes the swarm. That's right. No pack goes up. 4 points. New Jacks.
Falcon punch back in action. Oh, push to the outside. Just tried to do a little.
Yeah, that was Coco
duck.
Fry again. If we had a most valuable blocker in this game, I would be very interested in seeing Coco Fry get it for Jacksonville.
Well, we do. Actually, we will have MVPs for blockers and jammers. Not for the audience, but we've been compiling them.
Oh, yes, that's correct.
Yeah,
yes.
compiling them all weekend long. We'll reward the teams after the last game.
2 more points going up for Jacksonville, so they're on
6-0.
Yeah, they're
6-0
on a
jam for
run
Jacksonville.
right now.
Yeah.
Good to see, and Patrick.
That's 4 lead calls in a row.
Yes.
So they're waking up.
That's right.
Making a run for it. 6 of the last 8 jams.
Official timeout on the track. And Patrick, who would you send to the jam line if you were New Jacks? Yeah.
Someone who we've been commenting was underused, but it's actually been used in the last 8 jam 6 times.
No, I saw that.
Starts with a J and ends with Astorella.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. James Torella had gone back to get a drink of water, but I think she is re-entering the track. Yes, she is.
She'll be facing off Badger against Badger.
Oh!
Badger pushed to the outside in a beautiful pirouette.
That's right.
That landed on the floor.
Yeah, that was Leanne Grohl making that happen, but getting up and getting lead is the Honey Badger. So that thwarts James Torella on that trip. Oh, and another time that the Honey Badger trying to go and spin in the air.
James Torella did not get lead this time. Honey Badger got it, but James Torella cleared the pack.
That's right. Honey Badger is waiting to see. Okay, she's bleeding a little clock there.
Yeah, I think that's the game.
Yes.
Yeah, 6 minutes left. You know, over 130 points lead.
That's correct.
Yeah.
So, yep. Just you know,
time.
at this point, nothing.
Let's take it home.
Yeah, nothing. I think they have achieved their goal for the game. If I had to, venture a guess.
I have a beautiful stat here from our stat genius, Bobby Narco.
On the ball.
6 of the 9 last jams by James Torella.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, got to give Jacksonville credit. They're throwing everything they can at this new Skids team. That's a lead jam for little last kicker. Monge holding her off, but pulling the cut. Wow, nicely done by Erin Gobral. She knocked Miracle Whips out and raced back.
Yeah, we saw it. We saw it. Sorry, Whips.
That's right, 4 points, and little ass kicker is going to freeze Miracle Whips, put up one more.
Again. There you go again with the freezing. They were watching that game for sure yesterday when Whips had the unfortunate 5 jams, and they said, if we can get in this one's head, let's try and do it.
That's right.
On a very different tangent, Gretchen.
Yes.
I've got something very important to share with our entire audience.
Sure. What is it, Patrick?
Happy Father's Day.
Absolutely.
And there's a skater on Arch Nemesis called Dad Bod.
Yes.
So I can't wait for somebody to say, Happy Father's Day to Dad Bod.
That's correct. That's correct.
So if nobody thinks about it, then there you go, Dad Bod. It's out into the universe.
Timeout now being called by the new Skids. So, with 4:45, Jacksonville is on a little bit of a roll here over the last 5 minutes. As you said, they certainly have, they're not giving up by any stretch of the imagination, and they're actually pushing back right now. So
at this point, you want to play for ranking points.
Sure.
New Skids want to make up as many as they can, as their last 2 games this week, and I think we're probably under the ranking score average. So they want to make sure this one is above. Jax wants to make up some ranking points too.
That's true. Yeah, and now we're into an official timeout, and
the 6th one of this half.
Yeah. Well, with so much action, you gotta wonder. And
well, they got to get it right.
That's right.
Yeah, officials have to get it right. So take all the time you need, get it right. I think the teams appreciate it, and we appreciate a fair game.
Exactly. And the fans are having a good time. I believe Seth is the DJ for
Seth has been the DJ
here
for years.
Oh,
yes.
He's got a wonderful sense of timing and such a deep playlist.
And Montreal's team timeout has been turned into an official timeout.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Montreal. Oh, that's patricide for you. Questioning because he lost the official review that they had in the half.
Yes.
So now he went in and questioned one of the calls so well that the officials are actually talking about it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not an official review, but an officially a bench staff instigated review.
An official questioning of we don't know what.
There we go. Well, I think
we've stopped speculating.
Okay, James Torella jamming on the power start. Lead jam for Jamstarella of the New Jack City Rollers. So, standing up in the penalty box, the Gus Restaurant penalty box, is Miracle Whips. Oh! Jamstarella thought she might have been able to keep herself in, was unable to do so after that hit.
And she was trying to ice Whips in the box again.
That's right.
Just a little bit short because Whips was released right at the tail end of the jam.
That's right. As she was in the mid-matrix there,
Yeah.
she looked back.
Yeah.
You could see.
Thought she could, race back to the track, and then nope.
Yeah. All right. 3 points on that jam now. 4 minutes to go and counting.
203 to 84.
Now a
Favoring the
timeout.
new Skids.
being
Timeout?
called by Jacksonville.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
What a concept. It's an official review, actually. Yes.
I believe it's a timeout.
Yeah, it's a timeout. That's
Yeah.
what the scoreboard says.
Just a team timeout.
Yeah.
So, well, hey, as you said, the rankings are important. The score is
especially
critical.
now. Yeah,
So,
right now.
yeah,
We're
10
playing
or
for
12
rankings.
points could
Yeah.
make a difference.
Oh, yeah, they do. They do. Speaking of those rankings, they're for the all-important playoff season, which is coming right up.
That's right. That's right.
And
And tickets go on sale when, Patrick?
Tickets go on sale tomorrow, Gretchen.
Oh,
Yeah, sit at your computer.
that's right.
Go to WFTDA.com/Tournament Central.
There you go. Yep.
Yes. You can buy tickets for the Continental Cups, the playoffs, and the champs. There will only be 3,000 tickets, 3,000 passes for champs.
There you go.
Yes.
So get them while they're hot, I think would be something you definitely want to think about, as Montreal will be hosting the 2019 International WFTDA Championships here. And it will be a show, no doubt about it. All right, we're back to action now. Falcon Punch jamming for Montreal. Little last kicker for Jacksonville. No progress right now as Montreal lose paper cut to the penalty box.
Someone we acquired from Pirate City. Yes.
Well, little ass kicker now is pushing the front of the pack, but gets rolled back by Monge and Bigley Smalls. Meanwhile, at the front, lead jammer Falcon Punch.
Falcon Punch, little ass kicker clears. No, that's not little ass kicker. That's a star pass to Leanne Grolls.
Correct. Yeah. Jacksonville using the star pass quite often and for benefit in this game. Oh my God, Leanne Grohl is just barreling into the pack there, and we're waiting to see. She's
going to the box on a forearm.
I think she kind of knew it. She was waiting for the whistle after that contact. Meanwhile, Falcon Punch with 8 points and a power jam. Atomic meltdown, just holding her
absorbing
ground.
that speedy hit. But she didn't budge an inch.
No.
She didn't budge an inch. It's like she was a wall.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's
solid
right.
as a rock.
And the really cool thing about that too is no direction penalty or anything like that.
Nope.
Not even a stop. It was just you're not going to push me.
She hit her like a wall.
Yeah. Timeout going again now for Montreal. 2 minutes and 34 seconds to go.
And let me share with you those all-important dates for Cups, playoffs, and champs. August 11th, we will start the Continental Cup season, North America West in Orem, Utah.
Yes.
Continental Cup, North America East in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, August 23rd to 25th.
That's my stomping grounds.
That's your neck of the woods, isn't it?
It certainly is. Looking forward to that one.
And then the third and final Continental Cup will be Europe in Helsinki, Finland. Helsinki, Finland, of course, one of the teams competing here.
Yes.
At La Classique Georgia W. Tush, but I believe it's the other league, the Kallio League, hosting the Continental Cup in Helsinki. So
that's
hello
correct.
to them.
Actually,
hello, Kallio.
Two top-level teams.
Yeah. Two
From
big teams
Helsinki.
in one city, yeah.
Yeah.
As far as playoffs are concerned, Winston-Salem will be the first stop for the international playoffs in North Carolina. The second one will be Seattle, Washington. 1 week apart, 6th, 8th for North Carolina, and 13th to 15th for Washington State. And finally, we come to Montreal for the International WFTDA
the
Championship.
pièce de résistance.
Yeah, dessert. Dessert for the end.
There you
yes,
go.
indeed.
Well, and I don't know whether this is dessert or whether it's just an appetizer, but we have another official review now being requested by Jacksonville.
By Jax, huh?
Yeah,
they finally went through with it.
that's right. Well, with 2 minutes and 34 seconds to go, you don't get anything for holding on to them. So why not?
And more stats from our stats genius, Bobby Narco. Montreal, a very steady jammer rotation, even in the last 12 jams. 3 jams for Falcon Punch, 3 jams for Rogue Runner, 2 jams for Badger, 3 jams for Whips, and only 1 jam for Kyle Kenzie, but that's due to the injury.
That's right.
Yeah, so
That's
keeping it very nice and tight.
Yeah, Kyle Kenzie has not returned.
No.
But
but she's sitting.
Yeah.
She's sitting. I think they're probably just saying, I think, we got this one.
Sure.
Yeah, she is actually on the track right now. Working the official review.
Well, yeah. Because she is, after all, the captain of the new Skids for this game.
Co-captain with Frisha Vakadu.
Okay.
Interesting note. 2 women residing in Ottawa captain the new Skids on the block.
Interesting. How much of a commute is that?
An hour and a half each way.
Oh.
The things you do for roller derby.
That's right.
Yeah.
in the western part of the United States, and I'm sure the western part of Canada too, many skaters have that long of a commute just to have a league nearby. So
we have a few members, league members from the New England, United States.
Yes.
A few from Vermont, a few from New York State.
Okay.
Yeah, we're very lucky like that.
Yes. Well, I certainly didn't have any problem coming across the border yesterday. I'm happy to report. If my luggage had come along with me, I would have been just thrilled today. But, they didn't hold me back.
Hey, Gretchen.
I know.
I don't know what you put in that bag, but they wanted to hang on to it for a little longer.
That's right. They're doing some tests, is what I heard. No, but, hey, it's worth it. The minor inconvenience is worth it just to be here today and see some great games. And we got one more great one coming up for you after this. All right, we're going to get ready to bring you the final 2 minutes and 34 seconds of gameplay here. And here we go. Leanne Grohl is sitting in the penalty box. And it's a power jam for Montreal. The Honey Badger has the star.
The official review was actually to rescind the jammer penalty on Leanne Grohl. Didn't work.
Okay.
Penalty stands.
Leanne Grohl is back. Oh, and going off now is pivot Coco Fry for Jacksonville. Oh my God, Leanne Grohl and Honey Badger with a serious collision.
They collided,
yes.
Leanne Grohl collided into Honey Badger's back.
They're looking at each other and asking each other if they're all right. And here comes the medical staff again.
Yeah.
Making sure that, these skaters are all right. And, boy, talk about 2 tough players.
2 tough, experienced players.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Honey Badger came to us from the Forest City League in London, Ontario. And Leanne Grohl skated with the Steel City Rollers.
That's correct, yeah.
Many years ago.
Pittsburgh. As did Snot Rocket Science.
Snot Rocket Science. And Leanne Grohl's sister. Do you remember her? Hurricane Heather?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
If she's watching. Hello, Hurricane Heather.
That's right. And speaking of if you're watching, Ashley Dawn Hudson has asked us to say a hello. Hey, everyone. My steppapa, Kevin Morrison, is watching this feed, and I want to wish him a happy Father's Day. So, Kevin, happy Father's Day from Montreal. Thank
Wish
you
we
so
had a
much.
song to go to right now.
That's right. That's right. We're listening to the Jackson 5 as both skaters are getting some attention.
Yeah. This is only the third scoreless jam of this game.
Wow.
Second of the half. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's been a productive game.
It certainly has.
Yeah.
Well, I think Leanne Grohl is currently experiencing what many people who get knocked in the face would receive, and that would be a bloody nose. And
Yeah.
so they're just making sure that everything is all right and making sure before they move her that they wouldn't be incurring a hazardous situation on the track.
And massage included by her
Yes.
teammate.
Yes, exactly, which is only fair. That's Aaron
Yeah.
Gabral there, the captain.
Yeah.
Taking care of her skater, which a good captain should.
Yeah.
So 1:57 to go. Here comes Leanne Grohl now, being helped up onto her skates.
However, if you're Jacksonville, thank God you've got only 2 minutes left because you don't want to lose a skater like Leanne Grohl in your rotation. Yeah.
No, exactly. I mean, it's tough enough. It's not rocket science. Like I said, she told me herself she will be back for playoffs. But, in the meantime, you still have to practice. You have to...
and you have to finish the game.
Yes. Yeah. You're not going to get any ranking points if you have to forfeit, or at least it's not going to be a good result. So... Okay, a little bit of track maintenance right now as the medical staff once again with following the protocol, and they have applied the sanitizer, and I think the track is almost ready to go.
Track's ready to go.
Yep.
Skaters are ready to go. Patricide and Kaio Kenzie addressing the referees, the ref crew, as in Patricide fashion.
1:57. So, if this were a 2-minute jam, it could conclude the game. We'll have to see. Again, we're in an official timeout right now that has lasted 3 minutes and 45 seconds. But we're just glad that both those skaters got up and were basically okay, because that was a nasty collision there.
Well, yes. You know what? Part of me feels that I wonder why. How come they don't happen more often? With all the chaos, all the chaos, all the blocking, the two different packs, gathered around two jammers. Why are there not more collisions in sport of roller derby? And it's a mystery.
It is. I think part of it is the high level of anticipation that a lot of the skaters have,
right?
And being able to avoid them. But yeah, it's well, hey, this is world-class competition. As we said, coming in, these teams were ranked number 6 and number 10 in the world.
Yeah.
So, all right, we're getting ready to get underway. Miracle Whips jamming for new skids and quickly awarded lead. Jamsterella. Yeah, she's taken off the star now for Jacksonville and fighting the front. Oh, back block going on Miracle Whips.
Woo.
So this will be the final jam.
Yeah.
This will be the final jam.
Yep, it's going to go 2 minutes.
Barring an unforeseen circumstance, Jamsterella is through now. Miracle Whip sitting down with a quizzical look on her face. Jamsterella now able to stay in bounds, dodge the defense, and put up 4. Now Jacksonville trying to hold off. Why so serious in the back of the pack? Jamsterella with a full head of steam. 4 more.
Beautiful footwork from Jamsterella.
Certainly
just spinning and twirling around the whole pack.
Certainly was. And Jacksonville with the opportunity now to get over the 100-point mark. as Miracle Whips has been returned to the track and is ridden back once again by Coco Fry. Miracle Whip still on an initial trip, however, as Jamstarella is through again. 4 more. Oh, Miracle Whips. Oh, that's right, Miracle Whips was lead, for goodness sake.
Yeah.
I forgot that, Patrick. Sorry, fans. Miracle Whips throwing
But she
herself
lost lead
into
going
the
into the
pack.
box.
Yes. Yes, okay, so 4 going up for New Skids right now. Jamstarella will most likely take Jacksonville over the 100 mark. The period clock and the jam clock are almost identical. That's it, folks.
Yep.
We have an unofficial score, and Jacksonville did indeed surpass 100 on that 15-point jam by Jamstarella. 7 going up for Montreal on that final jam. So 221, 102 is our unofficial score.
That 15 was the highest jam for Jacksonville.
That was a 15-point jam for Jamstarella, and that was the top scoring jam of the game.
For Jacksonville.
For Jacksonville,
that
yes.
sure was.
Yeah,
well,
24 for
they're
Montreal
ending
the
on a
previous
high
half.
note. You gotta, when you get down, which happens to games, whatever, teams are going to have some difficulties from time to time. Ending strong can mean so much.
Yeah.
For
Yeah, it
your
does.
team's
I think
morale.
Yeah, I think when you crash and burn at the end of the game, that's when you can't carry it. It's very difficult to carry it over to your next game, no matter how far it is.
Yes. So well done by New Jacks. Hey, New England Roller Derby Report would like to thank their production sponsor, Sociopath. Sociopath is a skater-run business offering custom-sewn-to-order legwear for teams and individuals. Size-inclusive activewear designed to fit you. Sociopath also offers dozens of armband and helmet cover options for scrimmage and competition. There are team discounts available as well. So please see Sociopath, SEWCIOPATH.ca for more details.
And just a quick programming note, we are running slightly behind as we realize that it is 10 after 6 here in Montreal. So the next game will start in no less than 20 minutes because both teams have to warm up. These
correct.
teams have to exit the track. We've got to give the 2 next teams a warm up. So I would say 6:30-ish. We will start the final game of La Classique, which will feature the arch rival, arch nemesis, and the Montreal Sixpos, the B team.
Looking forward to it.
Yes, looking forward to that. And once again, thanking Nerd Derby for bringing us this wonderful broadcast. Chad just being, a hero over here,
He is. He's
bringing these games to the Derbyverse.
The wizard of
Yeah.
Derby streaming. New England Roller Derby Report. Thank you so much.